Hello students, let's start today by doing a very basic sum on Newton's laws of motion. So, if you see, um, what does this sum say? This sum says, let's read out this sum. A car of mass 1500 kgs moving at 50 meters per second is brought to rest over a distance of 80 meters. Find the braking force and the time required to stop. Okay, so what do we have here? Initially, we have a road and a car is moving on that road. A car is moving on that road in a certain direction. Let this be the point where this car starts moving, or rather, let's take this to be the point where the car starts moving. And this car has a mass of 1500 kgs. So let's write down what is supplied to us. Mass is 1500 kgs. Okay, so now the car is moving at 50 meters per second. So the car is in motion. It's in motion and it's moving at 50 meters per second. So the initial velocity of this car u is 50 meters per second. Now this car is moving until it is brought to rest over a distance of 80 meters. So this car moves until it comes to the point B and it comes to rest and B. It comes to rest and B. So this distance S is 80 meters. And since after this distance the car is no longer moving, then from A to B the final velocity of the car is 0 because it has stopped moving. It has, in other words, come to rest. So now what do we have to find out? We have to find the braking force and the time required to stop. Okay, the first thing I'm going to understand is why is it saying a braking force? Where does this force comes from? So this car, you see, was initially moving. It's gradually slowing down. Now the slowing down does not happen on its own. According to Newton's law, what it is has been said is a body continues in its state of motion, uniform motion, until it is brought to rest by an external force. So this is the braking force. That is, when the car is initially moving at 50 meters per second, the driver applied the brake and the car slowly started to decelerate. That is, its velocity started to come down until at B the velocity was 0. So the initial velocity is 50 meters per second and the final velocity is 0. So you have to find the braking force. In order to find the force, you need to know, what do you need to know? You have m, you have to find out the acceleration. So what is required is the acceleration. So let us find out whether there is any equation which tells you the acceleration. So in Newton's law of motion, in plane motion, we have seen 3 equations. One is V equal to u plus at, another is v squared equal to u squared plus 2as, and another is s equal to ut plus half a t squared. These are the 3 equations of motion. Now I have to find the braking force. That force is mass into acceleration. So how do I find the acceleration? Which do I know v? Yes, I know v. Do I know u? Yes, I know u. Do I know t? Nah, I don't know t. So this equation won't work. Now let's look at this equation. Do I know s? S is given. Yes. Do I know u? Yes. Do I know t? No, this is not going to work either. Now let's look at this. Do I know v? Yes. Do I know u? Yes. Do I know s? Yes. So I can find out a. So let's use this equation. I can write v squared equal to u squared plus 2as. Now see, look at the sign convention of these equations. These equations are taken without considering the sign of the values v, u and a. That is, v is a squared. So, here we will take the magnitude, u is a squared. So, we will take the magnitude, but a could be positive or negative. So, a will be positive when the body is accelerating and a will be negative when the body is decelerating. Now here deceleration means the body is slowing down, acceleration means the body is speeding up. Here the body is slowing down, but I pretend that I do not know. I pretend that I do not know. I take the equation in its pristine form without sign convention and I put in the values. So v, final velocity, it comes to rest is 0. So 0 squared. U is the initial velocity. So a car of mass 1500 kgs was moving at 50 meters per second. So this is 50 squared plus 2. You have a which you want to find out. So I'll put a here and s is 80. Now look, when I'm putting the values, I have to make sure that all my values are in the same unit, same system of unit. So here I am using the SI system in which mass is supposed to be in kgs, velocity is supposed to be in meters per second and length should be in meter. So it is all appropriate. So if I solve this, I get a equal to minus 50 squared by 2 into 80. So if I calculate this, this will be 2500 by 160, or a will come out to be minus 15.63 meters per second squared. So that will be my acceleration. Since it comes with a negative sign, I can say that the body is decelerating. So I have taken the equation without sign convention, which is saying that I don't know whether a is positive or negative, and putting the values as it is, I get that in order for the velocity to come from initial value of 50 to final value of 0, the acceleration has to be negative or the body needs to be slowing down or decelerating. Now I'll write this value down. A is minus 15.63 meters per second squared. Now I have to calculate the force. So force is mass into acceleration, which will be 1500 into minus 15.63, which is a whooping number, that is 23438 Newton. 23438 Newton with a negative sign. So I have calculated my braking force. Now I require the time to stop. So now which equation will I use? I know V, I know U, now I know A, so I can find out T. So I'll use this. So V equal to U plus AT. Final velocity is 0. Initial is 50 minus 15.63 into T. So T will be 50 by 15.63 seconds, which is nothing but 3.2 seconds if you calculate this. So, we see that it takes the car a time of 3.2 seconds to come to rest starting from point A to point B, and the braking force required for that is 23438 Newton. So, that is all. Thank you.